welcome back. Today I wanted to sit down and paint and maybe teach you guys a technique or something. And I am honestly just really congested. I don't know if it's allergies or if I'm coming down with something, but it has really affected my ability to think about what to paint. And I thought, oh, okay, teacher brain kicked in. Why don't we do relaxing techniques that it's something you can do when you don't know what else to paint, but you want to paint. And there's going to be that. When you watercolor, you're going to want to paint because it is so relaxing. But you don't always have to have purpose other than time to relax. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We're just going to paint some circles and we're going to have fun doing it. Yeah. So follow along and have fun with this. Hey, welcome back. We have a dilemma, not knowing exactly what to paint. And what I like to do when I don't know what to paint is I paint things that will be satisfying and just relaxing, especially with watercolor. So I get a good deal of water on my brush and some paint, and I just start making pretty circles. You can see that's pretty wet there. It could be a little bit wetter, I think. So I'm going to add a little more water. And the reason we want it wet is so that the next circle I make will bleed into that one. Okay, so I'm going to take another color. I rinse my brush really well. And I just barely overlapped my two colors. And I'm just going to make a rainbow. You could use a color pattern like an AB pattern or an ABB pattern, anything, or just make up your own, which we would call a random pattern, and watch how satisfying this is to see the colors just come together just like that. And it is relaxing. And when you're finished, it's actually quite beautiful to see how they've all come together. I'm going to throw some more orange because I like to put blue and orange together. I know blue and orange tends to make brown, but they also tend to bleed together really well. And I don't know if you can tell how it's just kind of streaking down. It almost looks like veins coming down into that orange. But I think it would do better if my blue wasn't wet enough. And if you look at that, it needed to be a little bit wetter, and that's okay. It's kept its color. It shared a lot with the green. I think the green's got a lot of the blue's water. So then let's see. The only hard part about this is trying to decide what color to use next. Like I said, you could use 1 or 2 colors. You could use 10 colors. Make it your own. And you're going to see, like here, I've got paint from 4 different circles coming together. You see how they mix, how they blend, what they look like when they blend together. And so you get relaxing, satisfying. You're learning brush control, water control. So many things you're learning just from this simple little fun watercolor activity. And if I sound like I'm plugged up or congested, I really am. And I'm not sure why. I don't feel bad. So I don't know if it's just my allergies kicking my butt. I don't know. So I apologize if I sniffle or start sneezing. I've done that a couple times today too. This pink tends to bleed really well, so watch that. Look, it just looks like a fan, like a mermaid or a fish fin going there across the blue. Just so pretty. Like I said, the hardest part of this is choosing your colors. What am I going to pick next to put on there? It's almost like it reached up and grabbed some of that turquoise. That was very pretty. Now, I don't know if I said this, but I do rinse my brush off really well after each time. That way I don't get those colors in my paint pan itself. And I usually do 4 rows of 4 just because I'm weirdly OCD that way. But you could do 3 rows of 3 or 3 rows of 10, or, you know, you could do 2 pages of this. I've done that before, just to get home and relax, and it's just so satisfying to do it. So you do it the way you want to do it, but I promise if you do it, you're going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy watching it. You're going to want to show somebody these techniques, because you're going to say, you're not going to believe what this did and how it just runs together, the blending. And one more color. Let's pick my pretty orange again. There we go. Now, simple as that, we have kind of a masterpiece. I don't know if I would hang it on the wall, but I think I would keep it and keep it nice looking, because it's fun to look at. You can see, oh, look at that blue going up into that orange. Let's see if I can get a little bit closer. You can see it a little bit more there, how they're blending and how they look. That just looks so, so cool. So now you've learned a technique, learned how to relax a little bit more, and just let it go and have fun with it. If you give this a try, be sure and let me know. You can tag your pictures on our Facebook page. Be sure and like and subscribe to our YouTube channel too. All right, thanks for stopping by.